My name's Ollie Young, and welcome to my showreel. Things are certainly starting to look up for North End. Sadly, the same can't be said for Accrington Stanley in League Two. Stanley have dropped to bottom of the table after only 2 wins in their last 12 games and face fellow strugglers Barnet at home tomorrow. Just 3 points separate the two sides, making it a huge game for the Ackies. Dan Christie has the story. Moving on to League Two now, we've got Fleetwood who are going to be travelling to struggling Plymouth Argyle. What way do you see that one going?
I fancy Fleetwood to get a victory there. As I say, they're pushing for promotion now. Just 5 points off the playoffs with a game in hand. Anything can happen. But as I say, playing teams at the bottom of the league is always dangerous this time.
And just very quickly as well, Morecambe will be entertaining top of the table Gillingham. Can you see the Shrimps getting anything there?
Jim Bentley, boat full of his side getting something, but Gillingham away from home are a very tough prospect, top of the league. So as I say, Jim Bentley will be pleased with a point there.
And that game kicks off tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Super League now, and Warrington Wolves will be hoping to bounce back from their successive defeats when they travel to Salford tonight. Our reporter Tom Gibson went down to the Halliwell Jones Stadium to find out just what's been going wrong. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. Good luck to all of our sides in action this weekend, but for now from us, it's goodbye. Well, that's right, Joe. Have you touched upon a 100th cap for England? It's a hell of an achievement. It's actually quite interesting. He's come out and said, obviously, in the press today, he would only rate his England career as a 6 or a 7 out of 10. He doesn't feel the country's been successful enough. I mean, personally, I can understand where he's coming from in the lack of major silverware for England as a nation. But I mean, I think a player of Steven Gerrard's quality to say 6 out of 10, do you not think that's ludicrous?
It'd be nice to get off 19 and go into 20.
It would be nice for him to get off 19 and go to 20. Do you think that's perhaps, is that one of, if you had to find a criticism for Steven Gerrard in international, is that it, goal scoring? 19 goals in 99 appearances?
I think with any international player, you look at their trophy record.
We'd like to take this moment now, as the show does draw to a close, to thank our producer at the Outside Broadcast, Jordan Gamble, our technical operator, Sam Hall, and our producer, Dan Christie. Also, thanks to our UCLan ex-goalkeeper special guest in the studio, Tom Massey.
Pleasure to be here.
And big thank you for listening from myself, thank you, and Jane.
Thank you very much for listening to the UCLan Live Sports.
It's been an exciting year here at the City of Preston Gymnastics Club, which has seen the centre showered with a number of different honours and awards. It's run entirely by volunteers and is supported by a combination of personal fundraising, corporate sponsorships and government grants, which have all contributed to the vast improvements visible throughout the gym and have provided a number of new facilities for members, including the immensely popular Modu blocks used for parkour. Its vast number of trophies include the Lancashire Sport Club of the Year and also won just last month the Community Organisation of the Year as well. I spoke to club director Angie Linford to find out just what it meant to receive these impressive accolades.
Immensely proud of, because we've come from nothing really. We're just two girls with a little bit of an idea that's turned it into what it is today. And the Preston Freestyle won the Community Organisation of the Year this year, which is, that means the absolute most to us, because that's the majority of the freestyle is young males between 14 and 25, and that means that if they're in here 3 times a week or 4 times a week, then they're not outside, which as a mum makes me very happy.
The club has also seen a massive surge in terms of membership and is still growing to date. I spoke to current members Joe, Jack and Dan to find out just what's so special about the City of Preston Gymnastics Club.
I just come here for the really good facility what's on offer, and it's a proper sense of like family and community. It's just really good to be a part of.
You feel great when someone learns a new trick, but apart from that, there's also the other sides with the awards. Recently won an award for freestyle, and winning that award, I just feel like I'm on top of the world now, so it's awesome.
When I first came here, the atmosphere was just great, everyone was getting along, there was always something new to do, there's never not anything to do, you're always trying to get something new, and it doesn't matter even if you're bored, you just come along and it's great to like get along with people.
Another look around all the new equipment and smiling faces here at the City of Preston Gymnastics Club. It certainly comes as no surprise that the club has been showered with so many awards over this past year. But that doesn't mean it has to stop there. The vibe around the place is very much, let's bring on the next year. And why not? I for one am predicting a very bright future for this very special club. Ollie Young, Sport Northwest, City of Preston Gymnastics. Moore Park has been given an Adidas makeover, and the outcome is this: Preston's second Adizone outdoor gymnasium. The Adizone gym is designed for use by all ages and features 15 different outdoor stations, including a climbing wall, basketball court, tennis wall, football goal and freestyle area for aerobics, dance, martial arts and yoga. Preston is one of only 40 places in the UK to host an Adizone gym and will be the only city in the northwest to boast two. The first Adizone in the city was installed in Ashton Park and was opened by local sporting hero Jason Kenny and also members of the Preston North End squad. The project was inspired by the London 2012 Olympic Games and is designed to help encourage the people of Preston to get more physically active. Impossible is nothing is the motto, and thanks to Adidas's generous contribution of a second Adizone outdoor gym right here in Preston's Moore Park, they've shown us it certainly is possible to get fit for nothing. Ollie Young, Sport Northwest, Moore Park.
Looks as though they're going to do it. It is goal, Great Britain. Mo Farah's got the double. He's the Olympic champion again.
After one of the most memorable summers in British history, the London Organising Committee of the Olympic Games pledged to use the events at London 2012 as a way to inspire 2 million people to take up sport and get physically active. Now, nearly 5 months on, we're trying to find out just if the government has indeed stuck to its word. Ex-Olympic distance runner Helen Clitheroe from Preston admits that she feels the Games really have helped to encourage more people to get involved with sport.
I think there's definitely, more and more people out on the streets running, and obviously in Preston we had a whole series of running events during the Guild, so we just it's an obvious thing to try and get people to come running because they maybe have seen that or have been inspired by that, and obviously by the Olympics people want to get active.
The City of Preston Gymnastics Club had a relatively small membership before the summer and very little funding to boot. However, after speaking to the director of the club, Angie Linford, it's clear to see that the legacy has indeed hugely benefited this now ever-growing club.
We opened with around about 120 members, and now at this moment in time we have over 500. Since the 2012 Olympic Games, we have now got a waiting list of over 70 children. The building that you're sat in now, we got £50,000 from the Olympic Legacy Fund, from the Exchequer funding. To build, there's a dance studio, a big dance studio, fitness gym, there's all sorts in this area. We've also just been granted £25,000 for freestyle equipment, and we're going to be a taster club with only one of two in the country that have been given this equipment from Continental Sport, funded by Sport England through British Gymnastics.
But what about the participants themselves? How are they reacting to all this change? I caught up with 13-year-old Taz Hallmark and 9-year-old Sam Marshall, who attend the City of Preston Gymnastics Club, to find out if they felt the Games had impacted what they do at all. Both share dreams of one day competing in the Olympic Games themselves, and I wanted to find out just how they first got involved.
I went to Thursday Club and they started doing gymnastics there, and I gave it a try, then I started coming to gym. My friend Alex from school, he was at my house and he watched the Olympics, and I was showing him some moves I was doing, then he came down and tried it.
All in all, this reporter feels it's fair to say that the effects of the Olympic legacy have been implemented across the Lancashire region. However, that isn't to say that the hard work will stop there. Both Angie and Taz and Sam have an idea of what changes they'd like to see in the future.
Because we are voluntary, it's absolutely freezing, and we desperately need heating. So that's our next fundraising, that's what we're focusing on next.
More equipment, new equipment. It's all better equipment.
And here's hoping that they're able to get it, so we can make more moments like these for many years to come.
Chris Hoy, he's driving to the line, and he's won it! He's won the Kieran Olympic title. 6 gold medals to Chris Hoy.
Is coming through for glory. A gold medal for Great Britain, a gold medal for Jessica Ennis.
It's 2:13, I'm Oliver Young. Manchester United defender Patrice Evra has told manager Sir Alex Ferguson he wants to pursue his allegations of racism against Liverpool's Luis Suarez. Evra made the allegations after Manchester United's 1-1 draw at Anfield on Saturday. Although the fullback feels television replays will prove his claims, Suarez has denied the allegations, saying he was upset by the accusation. The controversy came at the end of a game which otherwise passed off without incident. British driver Dan Weldon has died following an accident at the Las Vegas Indy 300. The Buckinghamshire-born star, who was aged 33, was one of 15 drivers involved in a crash at the second corner on lap 13, of a race that was the final one of the season. His death has prompted critics to call for a ban on IndyCar racing, which they say is unsafe. Cricket now, and England captain Alistair Cook urged his batsmen to learn from India's example as the tourists looked to bounce back from 2-0 down in their one-day series. India scored an 8-wicket win after England were bowled out for 237 with no batsman making a 50. England, beaten by 126 runs in Friday's opener, recovered from 0 for 2 to reach 121 for 3, but they lost wickets in clusters and were bowled out with 10 balls of their 50 overs still remaining. India cantered to their target with 13 overs to spare, to leave England needing to avoid defeat on Thursday in Delhi with any hope of keeping the 5-match series alive. And finally, there was another win at the weekend for the horse they call the Freak. Frankel, trained by Henry Cecil, won the Champions Mile race at Ascot and in the process claimed his 6th consecutive victory of the season. His total winnings in prize money now stands at a staggering £2 million.